Dolores, you're right behind Don's truck. There, that's a girl. Thank you.
Get your drink right up there, Walter.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
What up, capable of it? I guess you are too. Yeah, you do it better than you are.
Pack you off for breakfast in the morning.
One of them.
Yeah. This is Walt and Dolores' camp at Lowell, Bakersville, BC. This is Jean and Helen's camping trip at Lowell, Bakersville, BC. And Tara. This is our campsite at Lowell, Bakersville, BC.
What's the matter, Grant? What's the matter? Not paved. That was over there in that apartment. Yeah. I think this has been put on compact. I don't know. Read about it. Dead.
Oh, I got more power than I thought I did.
There's something else I want to do, and there ain't too much here that I want to do.
Thursday, May 20th, this is our parking spot. Some nice big gravel pit. Hope they don't haul gravel out of here at 4 in the morning.
That's a fox up in the gravel.
Wish I had
Shut it
something.
off.
I will. Wish I had something to feed it. Oh, you want to do that?
No, you had a little son bitch around here howling all night.
Head, Don. Bend over your
No, I got it.
Jean's not talking to him.
Oh yeah, he's a talker. What will lead tomorrow, Mike?
I don't give a poop.
You know nothing.
No.
Gene's doing a fair job. He's going a little fast, but
Don't have to go any faster than you want to, Don.
Some of the areas around here had 62 below. That's bitter because it'll freeze your face in about a minute.
Oh, yeah.
See you later.
I've never seen it that cold. I've seen 20 below.
I'm Friday at Dawson Creek. The entry to the highway. This is our 5th night out. We're in a rest stop area. Between Prince George and Fort Nelson. Looks like we're right on top of the whole world. There's our road way up ahead of us. On our way to Fort Nelson, somewhere. Drivers needed a break. While the fellas were having a break, another vehicle came up behind us. The fellow has a flat tire, so all 3 fellas are helping. I can't see them, so I don't know if they're giving instructions or just what. It's 10:45 on May 22nd. We're headed for Fort Nelson. Here we are in the rest area about 4:30. We came over Steamboat Pass because it was snowing, and since we're not polar bears, we had no desire to stay there. We were joined by another couple from Washington. I haven't met them yet. It's real nice to be able to camp together and make new friends. It's almost supper time and I'm having a very nice birthday. May 23rd. Isn't that a beautiful sight?
This is where we is, right now. On the South Bend Highway, still in British Columbia, Canada.
This is Tita Riverbed. Yeah.
Shut that thing off. As you flip it around, you waste more fucking more than you use.
I can't get it turned off.
Turn the button off.
I can't. It won't go off.
Gotta turn it on some fucking way. Battery out of it.
This is Munchu Lake. It is approximately 13 kilometers long. A very beautiful green.
I shot at him too.
As you can see, it's a very crooked road. Sorry about that, I almost tipped over in my seat.
That goddamn wolf.
Okay, whoa.
Okay, whoa.
Uh-huh.
Oh, damn, whoa. This would be a nice place to eat.
I imagine that's what we're going to do.
Get some that bastard.
Yeah, just a minute, I want to get it closer. That darn wire is in my way.
I knew anything about running that prick, I'd take pictures myself, but I don't. Yeah, get out and see what the hell's going on here.
I'm going to have to dislodge that battery again. We've had a real nice day. Just got through having a nice big spaghetti feed for supper. We've all gotten a few rock chips.
That's pretty big place, I guess.
That's what they claim. I don't know, Walt. I've never been there.
I ain't either.
I'll tell you better after we get there. I'm not going to say what's like.
We've had 2 motorhomes stop by and visit, one from Wenatchee and one from Bellingham.
Yeah, I think a little less than 80 miles.
Well, I ain't gonna figure through the day here.
And we have
But, the car
a motorhome that
drive.
just pulled in. We are at Watson Lake.
You're sure wiggling this shit out of there.
You couldn't possibly take all, get them all in. Every size, shape, description.
Right on the Alaska Alpine Highway. Husband is not too far from Whiteville.
This is Tesden Lake in the Yukon. As you can see, it is frozen, partially. Ice breaking up makes it crackle and bang. A very beautiful spot. This is May 24th. We spent the night at Muckluck Annie's, and this is the spot right off the campground. We're on our way to Skagway and parked by this bluff. A lot of swallows have their nests in this bluff. It's May 25th and it's a beautiful day. This is that car cross on our way to Skagway. Walt's gassing up. Headed for the Canadian border just out of Skagway. Beautiful lake. Mountains and trees. Thought it might make a real pretty picture. Still haven't found U.S. Customs.
Ellen, do you have your hand on?
You know, that's it. We don't want to just run through this, but they want to stop and fix it, they can stop.
I thought that glacier was neat. How'd you like to climb those mountains? Can you hear the roar of that waterfall? Don't know if we'll get to Skagway, but we're sure getting some pictures.
Don't get fed up, Adele.
Well, we made the U.S. border station at Skagway. Gene lost his brakes coming down the hill. Don't know where we go from here.
Thank you.
Skagway, one of the cruise ships that it's in. And there's the Alaska Ferry. In Skagway. We decided to stay here the night. There's a railroad track going right down behind. The railroad track is a tourist railroad, and it leaves an hour on the hour. It is very sunny and warm and cool. Just nice. We were talking to a person today, and last February they had 8 feet of snow in 10 days. And apparently the young man thought that was Plenty. This is Skagway Campground, May the 26th. We are between Skagway and Carcross. We are at a site of an old mine.
Did you see him in Mount Falls, North? Yeah, I did.
This is the rest of the mining spot. Of a beautiful home, and this is somebody's summer home. At Whitehorse, Yukon, at the Information Center. This is the SS Klondike. This is part of the museum. This is a mural on the outside of the museum building. This is some more of the transportation center. Evening camp somewhere between Whitehorse and Haines Junction. That's a muddy little river running through the place. Little mosquito nest next to the rigs. This is where we'll spend the night on May 25th. It's at Historical Junction 968. We stopped here to take pictures of the Klein ice fields. 9 o'clock in the morning. The snowy mountains in the distance are twice as high as the close mountain
I'll
range.
see Beaver Creek and see what I look like, but I've still got a full tank on the main tank, Now, when we come to Haines, they've got a real goofy turn.
Well, it's kind of strange how they price their gas up here. I don't know. But yeah, it's liable to start.
The bottom end of Flying Lake. When we were here 25 years ago, we saw dull sheep. Hope we can do that again. still ice on the lake, but the lake has receded a lot in the years since we were here. There's a big mud flap. Looking at different colors of the terrain in the hills. We are at what stop, Don?
Damn Plano.
Vinnie Johnson's bar. Beautiful bar made out of burros. And there's store and gas and all the goodies. 27th, barbecue at some pit somewhere out of Beaver Creek.
Don's birthday.
It just happens to be Don's birthday. He's just a shade under 90.
God damn! Now that's really getting
Like 28 years. Under 90.
The barbecuers are working excellent. So
Yeah, it's going out again.
they seem to be having all kinds of problems. We'll continue this story later. Just out of Toke, Jean and Helen were very lucky. Their pickup started to come loose from the motorhome. It's a good thing he felt it. This is the highway between Toke and Delta Junction. Real straight, good road, and it's spring. Finally quit raining. Yesterday was a downpour. Just outside of Delta Junction. And talk about the bullshit. It's the visitors' information. The end of Alaska Highway. I'm going to get out and see what's going on.
Delta.
At Delta Junction. The end of the highway at Visitor Center. I'm at the Tourist Information Center in Delta Junction. This is probably as close as I will get to a bison.
Where is this here?
Well, this was quick, but when they had the back when they had the ads.
Thank you. $148 an acre.
That was when they.
Richardson Highway. This is our first glimpse of the big pipeline from Prudhoe Bay. I don't have the correct spelling of the river, but it's T-A-N-A-N-A. We're going to stay the night at a campground near. This is one of the towers and cables holding the pipeline up. Night at a state park, I'll find the name later. There's two retired ladies driving that motorhome. The camp is right on the Tana River. We went and got our first look at the oil pipeline. Saturday morning, the 29th, Dolores and Walt have gone to get gas, and we're just trying to get kind of tidied up. Had a nice rest yesterday after we got here. A beautiful snow-capped mountain range on the road this morning.
Huh? Yeah.
You got your ears on? We stopped at the...
A dog walker cooking this morning. Took one?
This is the Alaska Range, Adele.
Okay. This is called the Alaska Range. Beautiful. Looks like it's just got a new coat of snow. This is the Tana River,
What river is
and we are at,
West River.
well, I guess I'm corrected. It's the West River.
Muddy one and a clear one.
Yeah. Well, there was
A lot of boats, yeah.
where we was camped. There's, I think, 3 of them come together. This is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Tanana or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's what I call it. I'm not sure how.
Tanana.
The way it sounds, anyway. Or the way it's spelled. That's my.
All makes a beautiful picture.
Of course, you don't know what they.
Yeah.
How you doing this morning?
A lot of burros. There's ice cream, gifts, jewelry, taxidermy. We are at North Pole, Alaska, and we are stopped at the Santa Claus house. Everything imaginable.
Get all your money spent, James.
It's for sale here.
Kellen worked at it, but I got out of there.
Here it is, May, and we're wishing you a Merry Christmas. Big Santa Claus advertising where we are at Santa Claus Lane. This Assembly of God Church has a small RV self-contained lot. A real nice cool breeze. In fact, it's a little windy. This is the view out our back windows. A small lake with homes around it. Very University Museum. in Anchorage.
Gene, turn around, we'll get you a picture of the bear.
We've got cousins that live in
This gentleman is standing here greeting everybody. Swans of the Alaska wetlands. We often see them in the wintertime on the south side of the Skagit River. A sea otter. These are seabirds found in Alaska. Polar bear.
Canoe.
Seals.
bigger than muskox gets?
I guess. I don't.
This is an Arctic fox. Blue fox. Bison that was discovered in the ice when developing Prudhoe Bay. It was kept in this shape.
Didn't see Paul Bunyan.
Piece of copper mined in 1936 in the Wrangell Mountains. It's a piece of jade. Make a fine coffee table. Museum at the University of Alaska. This is just a long shot of some distant mountains. The valley. There's several tour buses here. We were just talking to one of the drivers, and who happened to be from Bellingham. This is very beautiful. And unfortunately, the permafrost display is closed. It is being used for research. This is Malamute Saloon in Esther, at Crippled Creek, Alaska. The piano playing you hear is coming from.
I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. It's really Christmas Friday.
are you going?
Well, I'll come back and get it. She wants me to drive her up.
You want to walk up the hill?
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Right
a
there.
picture of this.
Drive up there and pick the ladies up.
Okay.
Oh. I think I know two ladies.
Oh.
Where are you going?
Right here. We are at gold number 8. A working. This is Don getting his gravel so that he can pan for gold. All of them are panning for gold. Hope they find their fortune. It takes the dirt and gravel up into the dredge. We're on the Highway 3 to Alaska. We're at the top of the hill. This is a beautiful valley.
There he is, Helen. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Come on, get out of the way.
I got him. Has to taste everybody a little bit. Good turn-off spot.
Yeah, I slept.
Stopped here to have a look around. Another beautiful day. Formations caught my eye. Looks like a storm brewing to me. Nellie Park in the Riley Creek Campground. 3 of us got campsites together. It is a beautiful day. Just great outside. Flowers are blooming all over. As you see, this is Walt and Dolores' camp.
One other thing that you might want to keep in mind is that these dogs are all very friendly, and after the program is over, we do encourage you to wander through the kennels and get to know our dogs. The ones behind the ropes and in the pens are very friendly dogs, but they have the option of deciding whether or not they want attention.
He's like a runner. He's getting in the blocks. I don't know what you do out on the ice. Chase that dog for half an hour, get the next 10 minutes. There it is.
Yep.
Are you done getting him?
Yeah. Okay, got him. Yeah, he's standing there just wanting to have his picture taken. We're very lucky. Mount McKinley is clear again today. Or I should say Denali, because that is the local name for it, and it has been changed in the books to Denali. We're along the George Parks Highway with a large, beautiful lake and mountains in the background. This country's got a lot of beautiful scenery. One more look of the Denali. Still clear. And we're headed for Anchorage, so I don't know if this will be the last shot or not. We're headed down the Seward Highway, headed for Portage Glacier. It is really blowing, and we don't know if it's salt spray or half rain, half salt spray. We're down at Cook's Inlet. I can't pronounce the name of the camp that we are in, but we're around 35 miles north of Homer. You can probably hear the wind, but for here, it's a beautiful day. It's a good clam tide. And all these people and more to come during the weekend. This is Monday, the 7th of June. They figure they can squeeze in 300 people in this state park. On weekends, they are opening king salmon fishing in the...
Oh, I don't know. Lost them other fellers. Don't know where they're at. Yeah.
You don't get blown off your face in the air.
Hi, Don, get out. Oh.
I'm from Anacortes.
We king salmon fishing for weekends, 48 hours. The clams tides are good and they are catching flounder.
So that's where they'll go in. They'll go back on their creek. Boy, they're sure catching fish over there in the, just up from the, well, along the hill chick, where that boat harbor is there. People all around there, and I was there maybe just 20 minutes. I saw about a half dozen fish.
Last year was the same way. In fact, they opened it an extra week last year.
I heard talking to a feller up here selling tackle.
State campground, everybody is so friendly. The host here, we were just talking to, retired from Sears down at Lacey. And they spend their time in the winter in Arizona. This is May the 8th, or June the 8th. The water line, as you can see, has a lot of attention. It's a beautiful day. Fishermen were all up about 5:30. Just got a new dusting of snow. And when the clouds lifted this morning, I discovered there was 2 mountain peaks. Good morning.
What I'm going for too.
I didn't even know that mountain peak was there till the clouds cleared.
I was thinking of the eagle that's sitting right in front of me.
Yeah, I got the eagle. I was able to look through binoculars and on a sandbar see 11 eagles. They are all gathered around the mouth of the creek that cuts this big beach in two. Canning clams. All the halibut fishermen are out, as king salmon and flounder, all fish are there's a lot of eagles soaring in this creek, waiting for lunch. There's a photographer sitting along the bank who has very patiently been waiting for the eagles. sitting on that sandbar, and I'm afraid to go any closer for fear they'll fly. This is June the 11th. We are out on the spit at Homer, and as you can hear, the wind is blowing, the tide is out. There's a spot called the fishing hole, and the cars and motorhomes are lined up for blocks. I hope to get down to get a picture of it later on.
You guys have got them on down
One
there.
right down here too. Here's one that, look at them, they just surfaced. I saw a couple of them surface there.
We're at the fishing hole at Homer.
3 fish on them.
Right over there.
Where's the outlet?
This is amazing.
Boy, it was a dark fish.
There's more.
What are they?
I've never seen so many
Am I watching?
fishermen and tourists and RVs and cars in one spot in my life. And this is called a fishing hole.
Got in the fish with us, apparently.
Where?
They're down there on the far end down there.
This is a long distance shot of Homer. We're down on the spit.
That fish on the control there, yes.
They wound in the water. Bit of a fight. Here, Helen, and he lost it.
Now, is this where the
Down
fish
there in
come
the
from?
camouflage is the one's got the fish on.
Ah,
At the
see?
inlet.
Here's the fish tanks.
There's a kid. How big you gotta be?
Probably no.
Oh, no size limit here, yeah. You just have to look at
A young lad has a fish on here.
right up on the boat.
I haven't got no tackle. What are you talking about?
He's trying to land it.
They are dead. You got him.
No size.
He'd had it out there. He really got it. But he's off the boat there.
Kick him up here, kid. Cat.
This is a problem.
He's still trying.
Drag him up the beach. That's it. Watch your pole. Drag your fish up the beach a ways.
Pull along.
He's got to let that thing go. Oh, has he got to let it go?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
This is at Nickelchuck. It's the cemetery at an ancient Russian church. It is now a historical monument.
Whoa! Whoa!
Picture above, on the hill above where we're camping, about a mile or so down the road. As you can see, it's or hear the wind.
It's the Nilchik River.
Tonight, a lot of these places will be shoulder-to-shoulder fishermen because there's a special opening.
Not a big trout.
Come on, Mad Dog.
alongside a marsh on our way to Seward. It is June the 15th and a beautiful day.
There comes.
This is a beautiful spot for a turnout.
There we go. Well, I'm helping
Yeah, hard to do driving and looking.
Boy, not very much.
Not on
Some-
one road.
Beautiful, beautiful spot.
with the skeeter on his
Peter,
nose.
knock it off.
We're outside of Seward, and this is the Kenai Lake. I'm looking at approximately half of it at this direction.
Yep.
And now I'm looking at the lake at a different angle. This is one big baby. 24 miles long. It is June the 16th and we are at Seward. I'm looking at a coal loading dock. We are parked so that we face this big harbor. The cruise, the day cruise boats or sightseeing excursion boats go in and out of this harbor. Right now there's a run of fish coming in, and there's a lot of seals and sea otters. Hopefully I'll get a chance to catch one of them surfacing. There's beautiful mountain ranges. Since it's a day only camping. The city, this waterfront is City Park. This is part of the town, looking from in back of our motorhome. This sea otter's been playing all day long out here in the water, bobbing up and down like a cork. I guess this fella just had his bath, airing himself. This is June the 17th, and we're at Seward at Resurrection Bay. Here's Don barbecuing salmon for our supper tonight. The salmon is what Jean caught yesterday. This is June the 18th. We are at Moose Pass on our way to Portage Glacier, taking a break, and I enjoy this water wheel. I had time to get outside and take it instead of looking through the windshield. This is some of the break-off of the glacier. Portage Glacier, that is. Big hunks of ice.
Wish you hadn't come in my bedroom last night and beat me up. Oh, Lord, this morning. I can't. Just thinking about you.
This is some more break-off
The boat ride?
of the Portage Glacier. There's a boat waiting for passengers to go for a ride.
Well, the snow looks pretty dirty.
And cold too, I bet you.
I bet it is.
This is the glacier up here, huh? Oh!
This just the tip of the glacier. Can't see it from outside. There's the bottom end of the Portage Glacier. I had to take it through the window as I can't see when I get back down on the cement. This is a view of the surrounding mountains. That oh, too late.
When he moves back off, he'll get her again.
This fellow is trying to move that hunk of ice so that the guide can get the cruise boat in from taking the tour on the lake. Very slow going. We're up above Anchorage on June the 19th.
This has become
Oh, I thought it'd be too much trouble.
It's just like Seattle and other places, it is really spreading out.
So Elmendorf, this direction was around the corner.
Where was that kid going that we talked to?
Mount Susitna over there.
Huh?
That long, low mountain is Mount Susitna. Susitna means sleeping lady in the Navy. Is this the end of Cookie? The other, that Alaska range down there, it's kind of cloudy over there, but on a clear day you can see, Mount Spur's the one that blew up. And tempered this bag the last time around. Last year we had about 3 times we got covered with bags.
Well, we think it was steaming when we were down
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
a
that's
redoubt we were looking.
This one over, or is that McKinley?
That's, I think that's McKinley.
That's McKinley there.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't realize how far away it is. You can see it.
Okay,
where did you say Spur was? It's down,
Just barely see Mount McKinley. Took a little doing for me.
We were on the, kind of on the north side.
We didn't hear it, but we saw it.
Well, they heard it. You wouldn't have heard it if you were right on the north side.
I was right in my backyard. Yeah, this guy is.
This is Sunday, June the 20th, Father's Day. We are at the reindeer farm, just outside of Palmer.
Ooh, right back. Wow.
got little, I think she's got little food there.
Yeah.
Okay. Will eat out of your hand?
Yeah, they eat right out of your hand. And before we get started, I'll tell you a little bit about them. See, first of all, the deer can't bite you. They don't have any teeth on top. They're just like cows and sheep. Just little teeth on the bottom and grinders in the back. So, well, we did have one little girl get bit yesterday because she was feeding them wrong, and she got her hand just antlers like that. You can cut them up and make them into things and stuff after they fall off. But see, about to grow in their antlers. So, anyways, it starts to grow in the velvet stage, and
It is pineapple.
it comes up real tender and soft with the blood rushing through there. In about another month, the bone tissue that's in there will start to harden up and the blood will start to dry up. And at about September time is when they go into rut season, and that's when they start to rub off all that velvet. And they're not there. The bulls usually don't do it. The moms do right about now. We have to separate them. We've got about 12 different pens, and we have to separate all our bulls because otherwise they would kill each other.
Stay up here.
Okay. Anybody else coming down? Oh, you don't want to? Real fun.
This may not seem safe. I don't think you dropped a feeding from the porch. When you feed from the porch, they bump their antlers and blood comes out.
These little cups back, though.
That's all there is, guys.
Hi. Would you like feed ring? Kevin would love this. Get your hands dirty.
Real fun.
If you'd like, well, first of all, you have to
All right, Scott, let's go come in to feed the reindeer.
1992, U.S. government brought forward reindeer from Russia to Norway.
Hold on.
Between 1892 and 1929, they went from 1,000 to 600,000.
White spring. Almost into his nose. We might have to cut
Okay, you ready for me?
Yeah, I'm ready for you.
Yeah, Nicole, we should have had your camera, honey.
Watch out, you're going to nibble your arm off.
You'll have to get it. We'll run into something. We go to the Muscat for.
Ellen, get my still camera out.
And got
Now
some
wait
lights
just
on
a
there.
minute, Lovey. He doesn't want you.
Double reindeer.
Okay, Charlie, I'm glad you came.
The reindeer.
No, no, just be nice.
A couple of bottle-fed babies.
Yeah. No, Tundra. You stay.
Bite me though,
No, he wouldn't bite.
Okay,
Just
I'll
grab
go
onto
see
your
him.
arm. He'll just grab onto your arm when he wants to go
He goes to
somewhere.
dog training once a week, and
Hi there.
he's learning all the ranger rights. And wounds, he'd fly home and you'd be gone for 2 minutes.
We stopped Wasilla. The last address we had for you was in Wasilla, so we tried to find you in Wasilla, and no luck there, so.
No, I built this house.
It was inside of Mark and Carol's house. They've done a beautiful job. There's Monica and Travis, right?
Yeah.
And you name it.
Mikey.
Mikey and Christy. And they have a very, very nice home. They've worked real hard.
Thank you. We certainly like to hear that.
And we've just had the best visit. And they've done a beautiful job on all of their work. This is the kitchen, and the coffee pot was on, and it was ever tasty.
Okay, I guess what?
Christy, go get me a wet paper towel, hurry.
Come over here.
Yeah.
Tell your brother to come, please.
Yeah, have Travis come out. We want his picture in here too.
Come on. There.
There, now you got the whole crew.
Get in a little closer together, guys.
Don't smile, Aunt Dale's had the video on the whole time, see?
Oh, I can't shut this dang thing off, Jane.
Huh?
I can't shut this thing off now.
What's the problem?
Can't shut it off. The thing's still moving.
Oh, where's your trigger that you push?
This thing here.
Have you had any dive already?
This is the river down below Matanuska Glacier.
Got too much juice in your
Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's probably about right now.
We are going in and out of rain clouds, and as you can see, we have a doozy of a dark cloud ahead. Matanuska Glacier.
We've been, a lot of the glaciers we've seen have shrunk. That's become so long.
Down, quite a ways down below us. We're on some very rough roads, so I don't know if I can get a picture of the dark clouds and the valley. It's kind of up and down, bumpy situation. This is where we finally landed for the evening. Right now it's raining. You can see the rain on the lands. Looks like somebody's been target practicing out here. It's a big area. I don't know if it's been why it was cleared or for what reason. But here we are for the night. It's been quite a day. Part of our road was very, very bumpy. And part of it was pretty smooth. Had a few downpours and then some sunshine. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Of Thompson's Pass, just out of Valdez, and this is a glacier. I have no idea the name. This is Worthington Glacier, I'm informed. It's breezy up here. These are some beautiful wild flowers up here on the pass. This is another view of the Worthington Glacier. Looks like a big horseshoe. Canyon, just outside of Valdez. And they did some terrific blasting to get this highway in. The roar you hear is 3 waterfalls, which I'll get a picture of in a minute. Don was just saying he sure wouldn't like to be the fellow running the snow plows all winter. This is Bridal Falls. I can feel the spray off from it, and I'm clear across a big 3-lane highway. I would assume that all these ridges in this rock cliff are to set explosives, but I don't know. I'll have to ask Dub when I get home. This is a view from the motorhome on June the 22nd. We're at Valdez. This is where the pipeline ends and the ships load, and I'll take a picture after a bit of the tank farm, but this is overlooking the bay where we're parked. We hope to take the pipeline tour tomorrow. It's a 2-hour tour on the bus. And as you can see, it's kind of cloudy this morning. But the bay is just as quiet as can be. Look what I found. The Foss tug out of Seattle. These two tugs are standing by. They're Foss tugs. And the one at the dock just pushed in a big, humongous big barge. This is June the 23rd. This is the first kayaker I've got a picture of. This is Thursday morning, the 24th. Hi, Walter.
There's old Walter.
How you doing? Good. I guess I'm doing pretty good.
We are at Horsetail Falls.
Front end.
We just left Valdez and headed for Glen Ellen. Beautiful spot. We're surrounded by beautiful mountains. Every peak is just power poles going into Valdez is certainly different looking than the power poles.
Cows are young.
Must be young ones. Yeah. This is Pine Valley Campground. We're on the Yukon Highway. In fact, we're back on the Alaska Highway headed south. We're just out of Burr Wash. And we stopped at this campground. It's a kind of a rustic campground, but you feel more like camping than being in a formal campground. We've been over some terribly rough roads today, and we find that since we went over this road a month ago, the trees are all leafed out and the whole terrain looks completely different than it did when we went through here the 28th of May. Here's some wild roses that I thought were pretty right outside our door. This is Klein Lake in the Yukon. It is June the 27th. 1 month ago today we were here and the lake was about half frozen over. It's a beautiful spot. It just makes you want to stay. It's one of the world's largest lakes. Surrounding hills. We stopped here for lunch. There's been sightings of Dall sheep in this area, but we haven't seen any.
Here we park way out in the middle of nowhere here. Figure saving some money, you know. God damn it, not gonna save a bit.
Well, we're in a big gravel pit. About 30 miles.
If you walk back there about 300 yards, you can get a real good picture of this.
Okay.
Waste and film, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, waste and film.
Well, when this tape's gone, that'll be the end of the trip. We are at a stop just out of Whitehorse. We met up with Dennis and Teresa. This happens to be July the 27th. June the 27th. Excuse me.
On Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday morning.
We might as well get a picture too while we're at it.
Sunday morning. Walt's checking my tow box.
Yours is a little different model than mine.
Oh.
It's the same design, but it's a little bit different.
Thought this mountain and cloud combination was pretty. We are at Teslin Lake, And this motorhome, as you can see, is kind of an odd color, and it is from Germany, and they're traveling all around the world. They're going to Chile and all different places. We've just had supper and we are at the Morley River RV camp. As you can see, it's a pretty spot. Mosquitoes are really thick. It's like fighting a war with them. Excuse me, I dropped the camera getting the skeeter off me. But it is so nice and peaceful here. It's just off the highway. This is June the 29th. All these big boulders are jade. They're from the Princess Mine here on Cassar. Cut the jade for jewelry, and there's a local lady that does some beautiful painting on the slabs of jade. These are some of the saw blades that's involved. Uh-uh.
Oh, he's going to cut right away? Well, we told him we wanted to cut this morning.
Oh, this morning. So to go through that, it's going to take about a half an hour.
That you see is a core. They get that for testing. And as you can see, there's many, many colors and shades of jade. I'm looking right at the scrap pile. There's from almost black to white, and then I haven't seen inside. There's some coral looking. Of us own a jade outdoor fireplace. We're coming to a one-lane bridge.
Yeah, narrow one too.
Well, we've just had a delicious supper. We are in a gravel pit on the Cassar Highway. As you can see, there's some snow in the hills. We're over 2,000 feet up. And I'm sure you can hear the wind. All in all, we've had a rainy day, a sunny day. We've gone through mud, a sealant on the roads, which is oil, and our rigs look like the devil. Here's some of the snowfields that's talked about in the milepost book. This is June the 30th. We are at Bear Glacier, as you see, just out of Stewart, BC. This is the glacier, and in the pond below you can see where the hunks of ice have broken off. They call it calving. And it's cold here. These waterfalls start at the way up in the mountains. And they are beautiful. This is looking way up on the hillside. Beautiful country.
How long are you going to be in the area?
This is July the 1st. We are at Stewart, and this is Canadian Day's Parade.
Candyman's coming. Hey, you know what happened? The horse.
This is the bed race. They've This is Hader. This is what used to be the custom station, I guess, and the memorial between Alaska and Canada. You see, Hader is not a very large establishment. The ferry comes here once a week. It is July the 2nd, and we are at Bear Glacier. This is a shot of it way up the mountainside. And this is as it continues down the mountain. And as you can see, they can see why they call it Bear Glacier. It looks like a big bear paw. We have stopped for the night in Kitawanga, BC.
There, I did that, Debbie.
Thank you. This is a sites,
Well, there's one right over
and it
here,
is filling up fast.
but it's
We stopped
I don't think it's got water in it.
early because Jean and Helen were having Sunday the 4th of July. We're a short way past Smithers on the way to Prince George. You can see in the distance that it's raining. This rest stop is overlooking a river. I didn't get out. This is the 4th of July dinner for us. We're at Vanderpool. We're having fried chicken, potato salad, cabbage salad, brownies, And they just rang the dinner bell, so I'm cutting this short. It's July the 7th, and we're going through a hay-growing country, headed for Kamloops. We're taking a little different route home. This is just like Eastern Washington. Coming down into this valley, it looks so green.
Pretty country, different.
We're at a rest stop overlooking Kamloops Lake. This reminds me of Lake Chelan in our own state. It's still spring enough here that the hills are green instead of chocolate brown.
No, she didn't.
There's Mr. Raven looking for some tidbits. Here's the border. A lot of construction and a lot of vehicles.